Guys, Tattoo for You, Richard here, and it is time for a Friday journey into Forgeworld. Now, unfortunately, we were going to work on the legs next, but I'm waiting on some stuff for some pinning material. I'm trying to figure out what to use properly. I'm trying to figure out what to use. I have some ideas, but I don't have the stuff. So, I'm waiting to get the stuff in. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the torso. Just the upper torso, the main section. It's a small little piece. This journey into Forgeworld isn't going to be anything majorly mind-blowing. But I figure the torso, it's not going to take a lot of weight. Well, I don't know, those pile driver rail cannon things that are up above its head are pretty big and heavy, but I think I'm going to do minimum pinning. I'm going to use my paper clips pinning method. Like, look at the light. Look at the light over here. It's so pretty. It's a gloomy day in Texas today, so I need an extra light for this. So, without further ado, let's go table down, sauce. All right, guys, here we are, table down on this beast of a beastie. So we got a pile of bitsy over here. We got a little bit bigger pile of bits over here. And then we got the main big torso. Don't need that lighter anymore. Part of this thing too is going to be magnetizing these. Somebody on Facebook was saying magnetizing this part is pretty pointless, which I can kind of understand. I believe it goes on like this. This is the shoulder. Y'all know I got the I picked up one of the ion arms a long time ago, or a while back, on eBay, and I built it already and showed it off. I still, whenever we get to it, I'll build it on camera anyway. But the main thing is what the guy told me. He's put two together already. Yes, two. I have one, and holy crap, it's amazing. This cat built two. That was me exploding. My head exploded. What I think he was talking about was literally, you're going to glue this on in the position you want it, however you want to do it. And then if you do it like you're supposed to, you'd glue this in here. So you'd be stuck with one range, you know. I have it to where I can tilt it up and down, but I still feel the weight. Eventually, it's just going to always stay down. Once I get some paint on there, it might hold it up better to where I could tilt it. But as far as that goes, they have it to where you can store it and pull the arms off to swap like this. But if you put a magnet here instead, and in here, then not only can you still swap arms if you do that to all of them, but you can also position it better. You can actually have a range of motion. So I'm contemplating doing that. I'm still probably gonna, because I have tons of extra magnets, I'm still probably gonna magnetize this too, just in case I change my mind, you know, one day. Yeah, see, that's the struggle I have. I don't think I'm gonna magnetize anything today, since it's gonna be something I can easily do later. If y'all leave in the comments below what you think, should I magnetize it like the instructions say? Because it's right here in the directions. I will show you. I will show you absolutely nothing because it's not in these directions. It's in the arm cannon directions, and I don't know where I put those right now. So we will look at that later. Liars, it's right here. I just love to tell tricks and jokes. So, see, this is where it shows you the magnets you use. You know, they're pre-drilled, preset by Forgeworld themselves for the arm and the body.
So it's going to use 6 by 2 millimeter and 8 by 2 millimeter in size. So you can allow the arms to be removable. My thing is, like I was saying, do I do that or do I do this? Is it like this or is it like that? Or is it like this and like that and like this and like that and I need to stop rapping. So yeah, in the comments below, guys, I'm not doing it today, but tell me, should I magnetize the shoulder joint or the elbow joint? So we have shoulder joint, elbow joint. Or for shiggles, if you want me to do both, tell me to do both. It's my magnets. Who cares? So we'll go ahead and put that off to the side. Now, today we were going to build the torso since I don't have my leg pins and junk. See, because here's the feet business. But here is the torso business. And that's the business we're on. I have another magnetizing issue coming up later too. When we get to this point. We'll discuss this when we arrive to this. But just kind of ponder that vision for a second. Just a second. That's it. No more. I can't allow you to see it anymore. No mango for you. I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in forever. So, what we're going to do, let's work on building this. I have pre-cleaned, pre-done, pre-did, pre-dilly-dillied all the bits. So, now we're going to dry fit stuff together, and it fits pretty dry. See? Nice. Nice. So, everything fits on there pretty good. That's the one side. Let's see the other side. I'm backwards. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bob. So, and then that one fits good too. I did sanding, filing, all that good stuff earlier. I'm going to try to keep that off the camera since that's like, oh, look at this. It's so much fun. Watch this guy sand stuff. What in the heck is he doing? It's so amazing. No, not at all. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. Oh, give me a second. Back real quick. What I did is scored the contact points. Focus, camera. Focus, Carl. Focus. So I scored all the contact points for the big old thingy bobbers. The intakes, Richard, the intakes. Just say the words. That was really gross. Snort on camera. So, probably put some green stuff in there to kind of fill that gap in a bit. So, you know what'd be cool? All you sculptors out there, if you've seen those little wire bristles, brush things, the textures, I'm gonna put some glue on the spots. It would be nice if they had like ones that I can texture up this resin with. Okay, yeah, I might be a little bit more glue than I need, but whatever. So, it would be, but like I said, it would be really awesome if they had that. Because then I could just sit there and use that little bristle brush without getting an X-Acto knife and going crazy and feel like I might cut my fingers off. But it would need to be like a hardcore, heavy-duty little bristle brush texture tool thing. Let's give her a squeeze. I think it need to be made from Hercules' hair himself. Or itself. Yes, whatever. Be the mightiest substance known to man. It could score a diamond. I could score a diamond. So I'm jumping ahead real quick. I just want to make sure everything is going to fit and line up good. Yeah, okay. So there is one. It's stuck together. Look at that. So cool. I did something good. I'm going to put a little glue here. Well, I say a little glue, but I have mega squeeze. So it squeezes too fast sometimes. My wife loves the mega squeeze though, because it's a giant hug. My kids do too. Come here, Daddy. Give me a mega squeeze. Ah, that's my back. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. But who cares? It's part of the fun. Is being ridiculous. Booyah! We have side stuff. Alright, let's go to number 5. The torso rear. I have torso rear problems. So that's this piece with this nice little bowl in here. This is where we're going to put the body, well, the hip joint replacement thing. So, and this is going to go like this inside this little guy here. That's the other piece. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being dumb. Man, what is the malfunction? Alright, so this one's going to take a little finagling, so I might glue this off camera. So you're going to miss some hilarity. I apologize. But it's pretty much going to go like that. When you come back, it's going to look like that, but not like that. See? I'll be back. Man, guys, that was ridiculously easy. I only glued myself together twice. So, here it is. Here is the rear back. These are the torso right, torso left, intake right, intake left. Those are all on perfectly. So, little issue here. What you need to do is you need to be careful about is if you're doing this, when you glue it together, your main contact point touches the middle part all right here. Their little torso rear, it's all touching there. But to get it squared and where it's supposed to be, you have this little lip. Like, I wish you could see it easy enough. But right up in here, this little edge coming down here is actually a slight curve. So there's a little lip. So on both sides. So you have here is a lip that kind of catches. That's on there, but and then this part up here that catches, and that's how you get it square. But it's real easy to not line that up because it's such a small lip. I mean, you're looking at like half a millimeter, not even half a millimeter, dude. It's smaller than that. But yeah, it's a very, very small lip to catch on, but you need to line those up as to the best of your abilities, or it's not going to be square and flush. So, just remember that. Make a mental note, or watch this video when you're building your own. Oh, dude, I didn't clean this guy. I gotta stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There was 4 points here, here, and here that look like, and up here I'd already cleaned. But these 4 points here look like where the big gate for this would be. And it looks like Forgeworld took those off already because they weren't with it when I bought it. But I had forgot to sand those down good and get it smooth. So let's put this on. It's gonna go like, well, let's look at the instructions. Seriously, there's number 6, the torso front. It's starting to come together. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. Not really. You don't want to see this big blubbering baby. But yeah, oh man, that fits so nice. Or does it? Ah, camera, I hate you. Me and this camera have a love-hate relationship. Oh, there we go. I do the same thing to the side. All right. There we go. So, that's going to fit snug, man. The gaps are off, dude. I guess it's just, I wonder if it's warped a little bit. Which I hate these big old hunks of resin that when they're warped. Because, dude, like, seriously, trying to heat this and bend it back. See, I don't know if you can see It might have a little bit of out, you know. I don't know. I'll make do with what we got. Trying to heat that and bend it is going to be a pain in the butt. So what I'll do is I'll come back with some green stuff and just tuck it down into the gaps really good later. I won't be doing all that on camera. I mean, that's just something I'm going to do, and then I'll let you know I did it afterwards when it's all done. But yeah, totally I can tell. I mean, look. See that gap right there? Gap right there? There's totally some warpage in here somehow. Yeah. It's cool though. That's what green stuff's for, man. Green stuff's the most awesomest stuff ever. So, I am going to score this and then glue it, and then we'll come back and we'll start working on the next steps. All right, guys, that was done and that was easy enough. Now, what I'm thinking is we'll just show you this. So here's the body, the upper torso piece. Now I I just glued my finger together. I'm not even doing anything. Oh, dang it. Seriously? So I'm just going to kind of go over this. I'm thinking I'm not going to glue a lot of these bits together just yet. I want to save some of it for painting, because you have things like this here. It's one of the little thrusters. We'll see what they call it on the picture. Stabilizer jet. Is that how you spell stabilizer? Shouldn't there be a Z in there? Or maybe I'm just being gangsta. Yeah, so you got 4 stabilizer jets. And they're going to go on like so. Very similar to the Storm Surge. Like these are I think these are smaller versions of the Storm Surge, which is funny. But, I mean, obviously, you know, which position do I want to do them? But I'm thinking I'm going to paint some of this stuff separately. Like, I'll paint it and then I'll glue it in place. Like, I'll put little pins in there and I'll pin these on there. Or maybe do a pin straight out of it. And then do, like, 2 holes so I can go, I want it to be stabilized here today. Oh, no, we're going to fall backwards or something. Let's stabilize like this, because that makes sense. No. But, yeah, I'm not going to glue this on yet. And what else do we got here? This guy in here in the middle, if you can see it. Focus, please. There we go. This thing, which I'm not sure which way it goes, like that or like this. Or, oh, there we go. I'm going to sing that song again. I got to stop it. Stop it. Stop it. A little sensor. It goes in that little pocket right there. And this is another thing. I kind of want to just mess around with painting it separately before I glue it in place. Just to get a little extra details out of it, man. My goal with this is to do it the best that I can, man. I want this to be like an amazing model, you know? I want it to be not just something that I'm playing with on the battlefield, but I want it to be something that just looks great sitting on a shelf. I mean, I guess that's all of our figures, technically, since that's who we are. More stuff. We got this guy here. This is the little fusion deal. Again, just like the Storm Surge. So, now, in the rules for the taunar, this is called, what is this called? This is called the Mega Super Destructo thing. We're just going to call it Support Weapons Turrets. It's not what it's called for real, but actually it is what it's called for real on here. See, it says it right there. Support Weapons Turrets. But it's called something in the rules differently. In the rules, it's straight up missile pods, burst cannons. See, that's warped too. I got to straighten that out. But I was wondering, are they later on going to do something where I'm going to put a magnet on here so I can put like a flamer, change it to flamers or something like that? Because the Storm Surge, you can have burst cannons, flamers, or fragmented, the fragmentation burst thingy that shoots the little grenade balls or whatever it is. So I wonder if they're going to do something like that with this maybe later on. Who knows with Forgeworld? They just like to tease us by giving us cool crap. And making us go, oh man, it'd be neat if they did this. Oh, look at that. Oh man, could you imagine this guy with giant arms to punch people in the face? Holy caroli. Next. Yep, I totally just like jumped on topics there. That's how I am. I'm a cute guy. So it comes with 2 different heads. So I'm again going to leave those off because, of course, you want to paint those separately and make them all cool. And the other thing, too, is like, which head do I want to use? Do I want the McDonald's head with the little M? Or do I want the Riptide head on steroids? Choices that I just can't make. I just don't know, Bob. So either way, I'm going to paint them both up. I'll probably pin them, not glue them on ever. So it's just like pinned on there. And I'm like, oh, this is taunar 0013. Good. And then we got taunar 00271. I'm boring. So anyway, guys, that was an easy build. And since I'm not gonna hold on, I need to think for a second. So guys, I am going to just show you real fast how all this goes together because I have other issues too. This piece goes in here. See all that? That's how that goes together, correct? So the question I posed earlier, and the thing I was thinking about earlier, was because this is recessed, like there should be a magnet in there, because that doesn't, unless you glue this in here. But see, that wouldn't make any sense, because you glue that in there, it's not going to be long enough once you put it in the hole here. That won't be long enough to reach this piece that jumped out of my hand. It's like a frog. Reach that piece. So that's the kicker, you know. Do I magnetize it or do I not? I almost feel like you have to, because this overall is going to fit. See that little thing? Fits inside there somehow, or at least it pretends to. It goes in there like so. So like these missile pods, they don't rotate, they don't spin at all. That just gets glued down. So you know what? I'm dumb. I asked a question. I don't need it answered. There's no sense in these being able to pop on and off. Really. I mean, realistically. Maybe a good heavy-duty magnet on a good decent magnet on here and on this little post. That's going to stick out of the bottom of that. So it's going to go in there like so. And then this will go on there. And then you'll have, where's one with a peg? None of these have pegs? Seriously? There it is. Here, let's do this. So I kind of just slid this one in there already. But, and that goes on like that. See, I just don't know, man. I don't know. Dang it. I want to make sure I build this to where this will rotate. At least the turrets will. The cannon, yeah, the little burst cannon things will. And then the question is, do I magnetize them to change gun options? Especially since in the rules there are no other gun options. What's the point? So, I think this one I just build like it's supposed to be built. And don't do anything silly. With these anyway. And I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, guys. But I'm not going to build it now because I think I want to paint everything separately so I can get in the nooks and crannies. Because I think this is going to be a little difficult to get some of the details I want off there. Yeah, way difficult if I can't reach up in there. So yeah, sadly, we have come to an end to this journey in Forgeworld because I didn't have my mind made up beforehand. So, guys, I appreciate everything. Please, in the comments, let me know what you think about this. Should I magnetize the elbow joint? Which I'm kind of leaning to. Or just go ahead and magnetize it here. To the body. So this will either be magnetized here. Or here. And with the magnetization here, I'll be able to rotate it at least this way. I'll still have to pick a starting point up here and glue this on in place, which will probably be, it just makes sense to me to be back a little bit like that. I can even slightly up on it. So yeah, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. I'm kind of leaning one way, but yeah, just tell me what you think, guys. Next week I should have the parts I need to actually start working on the legs. That's where all the excitement really is. I know this is kind of boring today. I didn't really cut myself or glue myself together as much as I normally do. But guys, I appreciate it. I love you. I hope you had fun as much as you could. I will see you next week. And in the meantime, guys, rock that nerd life out to the extreme. Rock it like a vandal. Love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Alright guys, I know I was done, but I've been messing around, thinking about stuff, cleaning other pieces for next week. And things happened. Good things. Maybe. Good things. But let me just show you real quick, okay? Oh, what am I doing over here? We're just gonna look at number 1 for right now. But here's number 1. That's the foot. And so it's set up so you can do, like, give it good poses and stuff and move it and pivot, you know. Pick your pose really well. But of course, I can't leave well enough alone. So I was looking at it and, where's it? Okay, so here we go. Here's your main foot piece. This is the ball joint for the ankle. That's a ridiculous ankle joint. That scares the crap out of me as is. You've got one of your toes. This is for your little toe. Now these two pieces are the exact same. So you just pick which one you're going to use for the left foot and the right foot. And the little toe is always on the inside. So, but it's even got positionability. So you can pick like how you want it positioned. You've got this piece over here is your pivot, your outer toe. And it's got like a nice little lip in there where it kind of grabs. Oh, come on, just focus, dude. I didn't want this to be long. There you go. So it's got like a lipple. It's got a lipple in there. So where it kind of grabs on there and bites on. And you can do the same thing. You can twist it and position it. But then you also have... here it is. This toe here, which goes on this. So that way you can position, like I said, you can bend it in, out, but it also has a little way you can kind of pivot it however you want to pivot it to. This way so you can get the optimum pose. And then you have your big toe here, which is going to go and sit up in there. And it's got a little brace to stop it. But then it pivots too. You either have it flat or you can pivot it back like that just a little bit. So that's where I'm at now. There's a couple other little things, like positioning wise, that you want to figure out. But here's my deal. Oops, I did it again. I went thinking too much. So here's a foot. You know, here's the main part of the foot the toes all go into. So, normal, right? Everything just looks just like the other one I just showed you, except there's holes there. There's holes there. There is a piece I'm missing. A pile of mess over here. That's not it. Oh, come on, seriously? An idiot, it's right in front of me. Yeah. So there's holes in this piece. Let's get it focused up close. There we go. So there's holes in this toe piece. There's holes here, going all the way through. Can you feel what I did over here? Can you feel me? Can you feel me, guys? Holy crap, can you feel me? Oh boy, why can't I just build things and leave them alone? So then obviously you know that those holes are for here. So when I'm done pinning this with paper clips, I'll be able to swivel it here. Swivel it here. There's a hole in the little baby toe. Just swivel it here as well. And of course, I am about to... Where's the big toe? Drill a hole all the way through there. Now, I did it before with this guy. We saw it last time. I did that. And when I pinned it, you know, it's really not that noticeable. Like paint on that, you're not even going to tell. And that's so I could do this, you know. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna pin this together real quick, get it finished, and we'll hop back on and I'll show you the stupidity that
Live!
No, just kidding. So I'm back. I did it. Oh gosh, boy. Oh. So you see all the pins and stuff sticking out there. Well, let's just start on the baby side. So I drilled all the way through the top. I'll put some super glue up there. Once it's all glued, I'll trim all that stuff off. All the way through the bottom. So this piece goes like that. Like that. Why does it do that? Who knows? Drilled all the way through that toe and the side pieces so it could do this. Now again, honestly, man, yeah, y'all probably looking at it, man, that's a lot of work for something stupid like that, because you can't, no, that's just silliness. But you know what? I don't care. I did it. I had fun doing it, and what I'm going to do is it'll help me determine the pose in the long run. Because then I'll be able to go, okay, can I just fit there? No. What if I tilted it down like, oh, yeah, that'll work out. Good, 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 good. And then whenever I finally affix it to the base, boom, we're done, you know? Let's go to this guy over here. Again, it's pinned all the way through. And you know, see, this one's like super loose, too. So I will be super gluing a little bit of super glue back there and on the top to kind of hold it in place. So it can swivel this way. But then it also, I drilled it all the way through so it could go up and down like this. I mean, I'm a madman. Yeah, guys, I don't know why I do these things. Maybe I'm just a grown man who wants to play with my toys. Literally play with them.
It's a G.I. Joe. Let's go. Rock on. Kung Fu grip, my friend.
So yeah, here we go, guys. That's it. That is the taunar's foot. I jumped into it ahead of time, and just wait. Just wait till next week when we work on the upper leg.
And we have fat, chubby little Tron bikes. Look at that bottom, baby.
Anyway, I will see you later. Have a happy nerd life to the extreme, man. Seriously. Go above and beyond, even if it's silly. Later, guys.